it's dry, it's dead, and I used it twice. So, what up guys, Ashley Elizabeth here with AHM Artistry, and today I'm going to show you my trash. Just kidding, not really, no but really. Today I'm going to be showing you my empties of, let's just say 2018. So far I've collected things for the last couple months, and it's about time I throw some of these away. But first I'm going to show you. Empties are not a new video. I don't know if people are still making empties videos, but I've never made one, and I actually really like them because it kind of shows you guys, hey, I've used up this whole product or maybe almost all of it, and do I really like it? Am I gonna repurchase it? Do I need to repurchase it? Have I found a replacement? La 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 la. And today we are gonna find out. So today's upload was supposed to be my Chicago travel vlog. However, I am editing that beast of footage and I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed, and I needed a few more days to fine tune it and edit it some more. So I'm serving you guys this empties video right here. So Tuesday will be that travel vlog video, and then Friday will be my Q&A video that I promised you guys. So I'm gonna be taking care of this, you know, skin on that Q&A video, because don't judge me, my skin is having it. I had to wear really light makeup today because I just need to let it breathe, because it got pretty wrecked on that trip there. I will be going to Ohio as well coming up soon, so make sure you follow me on Instagram and Snapchat if you want to kind of like follow along on some of my other trips that I'm not going to be vlogging about. If you want to see that, I'll link the links down below for all of my other social media accounts. And also, if you have happened to stumble upon this video and this is your first time visiting my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you like what you see so far. I got tons of freaking videos to share with you guys and more to come, obviously. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and show you my trash. All right, where should I start? At the beginning, and when you get to the end, stop. Who can quote that movie? Where's that from? Okay, let's go ahead and start with the face, because that's usually where we start. All right, so starting with primers, I have just the travel size right here of the Smashbox Photo Finish. I went through a bazillion of these back in the day, full size. This was the first primer I ever used, not this actual container, but just the original. Actually, does anybody remember the rectangular packaging? That's the first one that I ever used. But you know, through the years I grab some here or there, whatever, or I get like with purchase or something. So I've used this up actually a while ago. It's silicone based, in case you're not familiar with it. It's that kind of greasy, slippery feel. I don't use a lot of foundations anymore that have a silicone base to it, so there's not very many that I can use with this. So am I going to go out and repurchase this one? No. If I one day decide that I want to start using it again, then I will. I actually have a couple full sizes of these different Smashbox ones in my professional kit, because I do have some silicone-based foundations in that. But for my personal use, I'm good. And then we have this Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. This is not my empty one. My empty one I had already thrown away, but I've already used half of this over the last, I think, 2 months. I use this like crazy. I absolutely love, so sorry, it's not empty, I know, but I meant to keep the other one and I thought I did, but I think I was just like, I'm never gonna film that video, and I threw it away. So I'm showing you this one, Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. I talk about it all the time because I love it, and it pretty much goes with anything, and my skin very much agrees with it. It's super hydrating, and it's infused with coconut stuff. Coconut water, probiotic based, I don't know, whatever. It is silicone free, so it goes nicely with the foundations that I use, and I don't have to worry about the slippage and the slidage that some primers can interact with some foundations with. If you don't love primers, but you feel like you kind of might need some a little bit, or your skin's a little bit dry and you just need something to help stick a little bit, this would be the one that I recommend. It's kind of more user-friendly. Some people might think maybe it doesn't really do much, but I notice the difference when I don't use it. And when I did my 7 days of foundation series, I would always do half and half. Sometimes the foundation would need it, and sometimes the foundations wouldn't. So it also depends on foundation. Does that make sense? Primers are confusing, I know. This is totally empty. I actually already have my backup of this because I do really like it. And it is the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. I am in the shade Vanilla 02. This is just a really nice tinted moisturizer that doesn't feel too heavy. If you are more oily, which I am dry, but I still like it, but it's great for all skin types. If you don't like a super wet moisturizer, tinted moisturizer, this is a good option. Since it is a gel cream, it's more souffle-like, and it just absorbs into the skin really nicely. I do usually still set it, and if I want to have some extra coverage but not too much, then I'll set it with like a foundation powder, and it's a really nice combo, especially for the summer months. I really like this one. Now this one is almost out, and I already have my backup as well, and it is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation, and I am in the shade Light Neutral. However, I'm leaning towards needing a darker shade going into these summer months that we have going on. And sorry if you can hear my air conditioning, by the way. It is freaking hot outside. It just went from like 65 degrees to 90 degrees. Not even kidding. That's why I'm just like freaking casual today, because it is so hot and I'm just sweating. So anyways, this full coverage foundation is awesome. It's kind of a mind game because I have some more so I can show you. It comes out really thick, and you think to yourself, oh no girl, that is gonna be a cakey hot mess. And maybe for some people it is. I always use it with the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. I have a whole foundation video about this if you want to see it, but it just smooths on really nice. It gives good coverage, and surprisingly, even though it feels really thick, it's not. I can breathe, my skin can breathe, and it's fine. Don't be too afraid of it. I actually decided to stock my pro kit with this, so I got a whole shade range of these, and I'm really digging it. I'm really liking it. It photographs beautifully, but you do have to prep the skin really well. I mean, that goes with pretty much all foundations, but this is not one that you can just slap on and go. You do need to make sure your skin's very moisturized. I recommend a primer with it, and using a brush is my favorite way to do it, but you can use a beauty blender, but you are going to lose some of that coverage. So that's what you see me wear in most of the videos. Today you actually see me wearing something else entirely. You're actually seeing me wear this one today. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Foundation, and it is pretty much empty. I was using it this morning because I was testing it out for a different video that I'm doing later, and I had to like really scoop it and push it out, which is a little disappointing, I'm gonna say. As far as this go, in case you didn't see my 2 reviews on this, my first impressions plus my wrap-up video, I really like this one. It's very similar to how this one gives coverage, except, well, this one's $7.99, where this one is like between $28 and $30. This one does not last as long. That's the only thing. So the price point might be kind of the same. It's only 0.5 ounces of product, very little, and obviously very hard to get out. It looks like there's some left, but I was like really pushing it in today and nothing was really coming out. But that's okay, because as I was applying it, I saw that it's a little too light for my skin tone right now. So I'm going to go ahead and repurchase that this week in the next shade up. This is Light Ivory, which I believe is the lightest shade that they make. It's called Light Neutral. So I'm going to go with the next one, whichever that is. I don't know. And hopefully the color works out, because they're super cute, really nice, very, very breathable. You can go from a light coverage to a medium coverage, and then if I want a little bit fuller coverage, then I'll just use my concealer to beef it up. But it's really nice. I really like it. It gives a nice glow. I felt very dewy today, very glowy, and I'm really happy with it. Now you probably saw my recent concealer video, but in case you didn't, it is the Tarte Shape Tape that I have empty of. I have like a little tiny bit, and the spatula doesn't even go all the way down, so this is pretty much empty, and it's almost too light for my skin tone right now too anyways. But I love the Tarte Shape Tape. I don't think I need to ramble on about this. This is full coverage. It's awesome. It doesn't crease on me. I love it. And I already picked up the new one, and I got, this is the shade Light, and I got the new one in Light Neutral. It actually helps cancel out my dark circles a little bit better. So I am loving it. And then to set my foundations, I use the Laura Mercier setting powder. Now this is just the travel size container, because I do have a giant full size container that I just can't be bothered with because it just takes up so much space. So I leave that in my backup makeup area, and then I just refill her. However, I just refilled it for the last time, and I have to say I'm kind of happy about that. I don't think, I'm 50-50 on this one. I can't make up my mind. For my skin, I think that there's something better out there. This is really good. It does a really good job, but in the winter months, and maybe summer this is fine, but in the winter months it's just a tad too drying, but like only a little bit. So I just need something with a little more hydration. I'm curious to try the Too Faced, the Born This Way powder, or the Hourglass powder that just came out, or the Cover FX powder. If you have a favorite setting powder and you have dry skin, drop a comment down. Let me know which one that is. Help a girl out. So let's see. I don't know if I'll repurchase this or not. I think I'm gonna try something else. I'm not like, oh my gosh. So there you go. I've debated for a while whether I wanted to show this one or not. It's not completely used, but it's pretty much there. And it is the Too Faced Candlelight Glow Powder. This has gone through several package changes. I don't think I showed this on my full face of Too Faced product, so I'll talk about it now. And it's half like a white powder, half like a kind of pinkish undertone. And honey, it'll make no difference. The reason why I probably won't repurchase this is because I have lots of other highlighters now that are banging. This one is just a nice soft glow. It's very wearable. It's really pretty. You know, I have enough to just hang on to. This is probably like the second highlighter I ever owned, not this specific one. I have repurchased this. I think this is my second one, but this, it's just, you know, other highlighters have made its way to shiny halls of fame now. So it's a good one for people that don't want too intense of a highlighter but need to beef it up a little bit. You know, it's a little more than Radiance, if that makes sense. It's fine, it's pretty, but it ain't like, and I want my highlighter popping. I want you to see me from outer space. It's not completely used, but it is completely fallen apart. And the one that I have hit pan on, yeah, this girl has seen her days. I'm on to other contour kits now, so I did want to mention this. This is the NYX Highlight Pro Contour Palette thing, and she comes in 8 shades. What is nice about this is they do make them to pop out. So now that I'm done with this pan, and I don't know what color it is, so they make it so you can do it, but they don't actually say what color, so I have to look that up. I'll try looking that up. I don't know if I'm gonna repurchase this. It's basically just a translucent highlight matte powder. I haven't reached for her in a couple months since I got the Kat Von D Shade Light contour palette, so I think this is around $25, but then Ulta has like sales all the time on NYX. So if this is a great contour palette, if you're on a budget but you need different shades of contour, to be honest, the only ones I ever use are these two. Sometimes I'll use the banana powder, as you can see. I do not use the highlighting shades, although they're not terrible, they're just really powdery. So this, I use the lightest, more cool tone one right here, and the other one sometimes I'll bronze with, but as you can see, this farther one over for my skin tone is too dark. But if you have a medium to deep skin tone, obviously you could probably use this whole palette, except the opposites of what I can use. You probably would never use that one. I don't know. It's a good starter palette if you want to play around with contouring and you're not sure which shade is yours and you have around $20–25 to spend on one. It's a good one. Now, it's not something that I'm going to repurchase. I'll think about that pan, but this palette fell apart, so never mind, I just answered my own question. I'm not going to repurchase this because my palette fell apart. And it's not magnetized, and I'm not going to build a palette just for that because I got 3 other contour kits that I use. So there you go. They are nice colors though, I will say that. No orange tones or anything. They're really pretty. So I think that's it for face, other than this one right here. This one you could consider skincare, you can consider it makeup. It is the Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Mist. This is the travel size. I have already repurchased the full size, and I actually kept the travel size because I refill it, but then I just took it traveling, so now I am down on that. I don't always set my face with this. I really like the Urban Decay Chill Spray for that, but it's nice. It's nice when my skin is feeling extra dry, my skincare isn't really giving me as much as I need, and I can just spritz it, or halfway through the day, or after I wash my face at the gym, I can just spritz it on really quick. It's kind of one of those like multi-purpose ones, supposed to be 4-in-1, I believe. Hydrate the skin, tone it, or set your makeup, or use it as a refreshing spray. And that's how I use it. I just don't set my makeup with it too often because it's a little too dewy for me. Maybe in the winter, but not in the summer. Just a little too much for the summer. All right, that is it for face. Let's move on to some eye products, shall we? So I don't have any eye palettes to show you because, I mean, I can't get through eye palettes. I can't. I always buy another one and another one and another one. I just don't ever use one consistently every day. You know, that sounds super spoiled, and I'm sorry for that. Sorry, but I can't finish a palette. I have a couple older ones that I've hung on to, and I showed you guys some of my Too Faced ones in that video that I have hit pan on, but my current ones that I'm obsessed with, I mean, maybe next year, if I continue using them constantly, yeah, they'll be in an empties video, but right now, sorry, I don't have that. But I do have, believe it or not, the Stila Glitter and Glows, and this is in the Diamond Dust. This is a full-size one, and it's empty, but I still see product in it. What does that mean? What that means is I think this little sucker dried up. It's a little bit flaky. It's definitely not performing like it did before. So I'm a little bummed about that, but I have had it for a while. Oh, you know what? I got it last summer. That's been a year. Maybe that's about right. I don't know. I have the minis from the holiday set that I got in November, December, and those are doing totally fine and they're half this size. So maybe I'll stick with the holiday sizes. So will I go out and repurchase this full size? Well, no, because I have 6 other ones in the minis. I do like this shade, Diamond Dust. It really just adds that extra luster and it's really nice and it has that pop. But I'm gonna get some other shades. I really want the like mermaidy color shades and everything. Those are super duper pretty. This was discontinued, but I don't know if they still make the black or brown shade, and it's the Stila Got Inked Cushion Eyeliner, and this is in the shade Amethyst Ink, which translates to purple. And I picked this up at TJ Maxx, probably at the beginning of the year, and I got it for like a good deal. I think it was like $5. These are originally $20 or $25, and it's this little cushion, kind of like you would think a cushion foundation, and from the beginning, it was terrible. It went on so bad, and I looked at reviews while I was in store to see, and the reviews weren't good, but I was like, it's $5, I'm gonna buy it anyways. And I tried it on, I was like, it's $5 that I just wasted, that sucks. I tried to make it work for a couple times, but it just goes on really patchy, and it was liquidy. Like, I know I didn't get a dry one because I put my finger in there and it was like purple, and I put the thing in there and it was purple, but then I put it on my eye and it was like, where to go? Because it was patchy and it flaked and it was bad news bears. But for some reason I hung on to it thinking that the chemistry composition would get better. However, as you would assume, it got worse, much worse. It's dry, it's dead, and I used it twice. So will I repurchase if they still make this in a black or brown? So for eye primers, I have these 2 Smashbox ones. It's a Photo Finish Under Eye Hydrating Primer. I got this in a mascara bundle, and I love the mascaras, but this it's fine. I just don't think it's necessary. This is actually my second travel size like gift with purchase that I've used up, and it's fine. I don't think it's necessary. Yeah, I'll put it that way. I don't think it's necessary. It does its job kind of, like it kind of hydrates, just it's hard to see a difference in it. I'm rambling about this tiny little hydrating under eye primer, but the full size is 20-something bucks, and you need to know. It's confusing. I don't get it, and I don't know if I see a difference, and I think sometimes I've tried doing 1-in-1 and I don't see a difference, so we can stop talking about that. Then they have the actual 24-hour shadow primer. So this is your shadow primer. I use this all the time on my videos. I love it. I'm getting down to the last barrel, and guess what? I already have my backup because I don't want to do one eye and be out of it. So I already got this one. So far, out of all the eye primers that I use, this is my go-to babe. I like her. She does a nice job. This does not really have a color to it. It is clear, so if you need something to cancel out, I don't have an empty of it, but it's about halfway empty, and it's that Frankie Rose I Promise Eye Primer. When I want like something to really pop and really cancel out and really stick all day, I'm going to use that one. But this is my nice everyday go-to. And actually, this one you can use underneath your eyes, and it really helps to smooth out some fine lines. Just don't overuse it. Use a tiny little amount, rub it in your fingers first, and then really gently smooth out the under eyes. And that actually helps a lot better than this little thingamajig right here. So, little pro tip right there for you. Okay, let's talk about eyebrow products, okay? You guys have seen this girl in a couple episodes now. I still have her, and it is the Anastasia Dip Brow. Yes, she is just a couple more uses in there. Will I repurchase this? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. And it's not because it's not a good product. It is actually a phenomenal product. I have used it for at least 3 years, probably more. It's only because I fell in love with the Kat Von D Super Brow, and I know people don't want people to talk about Kat Von D Super Brow or Kat Von D products right now, and I get it, and I'm on the same boat, but it's a good product, and I'm sorry. I'm going to be using that one, and I'm not running out to repurchase this one. Maybe if I get bored of the other one and I want to start using this one again, I will repurchase this. It's not something that's off the table. It's just, you know, something else came along that caught my eye. Just, hey there, girl. Like my brow? Yeah, sorry, ABH. I did not think it could ever be done, but somebody outperformed the dip brow. Gasp. Next, I do like the Anastasia brow pencil. I have this one in the shade Blonde. You can see that she's getting right towards the end. This is probably my 5th one. I go through these obviously like crazy. I also like the Brow Gel eye pencil. I've gone through that one a lot. I like that one because it comes with the sharpener on it, so you don't have to fiddle around for one. So between the two, if right now I had to say, okay, do you want the Anastasia one or the Brow Gel pencil? Which one would you pick? Well, that one's hard to find, but I would pick the Brow Gel pencil because I like the sharpener with it because I'm lazy. But if that one wasn't available, this one's at Sephora and Ulta, I would get this one then. So whatever. I've gone through a lot of the Anastasia Brow Wiz, you know, twist up guys, but I won't rebuy those again because I go through them so extremely fast. It is not worth the $20-something price point, and half the time they will break in the middle of, you know, using them, and they piss me off. So I won't rebuy those anymore. I told myself, no, don't buy those anymore because it's ridiculous. Okay, so mascara. You're either gonna love it or you're gonna hate it, and it is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I won't spend a lot of time in this because I've talked about it a million times, and I know that some of you guys hate it, and I'm sorry, but I love it. And this is probably my 5th tube. I don't know. I've already repurchased my next one, and I even have 2 travel sizes, so what was I thinking? I don't know, but I love it, and I want it, and I like it. Oh baby, oh baby. I'm gonna mention a couple of things here, only for the reason that I need to say. This brand is not cruelty-free, and I will not be repurchasing it. It is a Peter Thomas Roth Lashes to Die For mascara. It's unfortunate because this is the perfect mascara for my lower lashes, but sorry, that's enough. It's gonna end there because it's not cruelty-free. They have a great statement on their website saying they don't want to mislead us. They're not cruelty-free, blah, blah, blah. And I appreciate that, but I'm gonna be like, okay, bye. Be cruelty-free. Stop testing on animals. Stop selling in countries that require animal testing, and then I'll buy your products again. Pisses me off. And the last eye product is, you can't see it. It's invisible. No, it's the House of Lashes, the Knockout Lashes, but I love these lashes. I've done them in several looks. I'll pop up a picture right here of what they look like, and I love them. I did not think that more quality, expensive lashes. These are still only $12, so they're not like outrageous, but they're amazing. I did not think there was gonna be a difference between $12 lashes and $3 to $5 lashes, but there is. And I'm gonna be repurchasing the Knockout real soon because my other ones are getting funky donkey. Moving on to lips. Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick in Bossy. That's spelled B-A-C-I. And I really love this one. It stays all day and it reapplies. It doesn't reapply great, but I don't usually have to reapply it. But if I do, if I like need to, okay, I need 1 more hour. Come on, let's do this, baby. I can make it work. This color, this shade is just perfection for me. It just has a light lavender undertone, so it's my favorite nude lip. Will I repurchase this? Yes. I'm not running to the store right now to repurchase this because I just got the Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks, and I am obsessed with those. A shout out to my BFF Liz for telling me they're amazing, and then shout out to Dose of Colors for having an amazing like 2 gift with purchase deal going on a few weeks ago, because I probably wouldn't have tried it if it wasn't for those 2 factors, and I'm obsessed. And those freaking stay all day. They do not get cracky or peely or anything. This is turning into a different video. But check those out. So I'm not ready to repurchase that because I have fallen in love with another. But one day, next time I'm at Sephora, let's face it, I'm gonna get this. And then the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Matte in the shade Slay. I really like these. I think they're underrated matte liquid lipsticks. They're more of a comfort matte. They're creamier. They're not drying. You do need to reapply it. This is my 2nd tube. I just threw away the other one because Sephora was having their 21 Days of Beauty sale, and I picked up this. And I throw things away when they're empty. So sorry, I didn't keep all my empties, but I have proof that I repurchased it. It's right here. She's beautiful. She's easy for a quick on the go, especially like a hot summer day. Super creamy, very mousse-like, but it does dry down a smidge, so you don't have to worry about it moving, but you can't eat with it and still have it on. Once you eat or drink stuff, you will need to reapply. So know that. And one more thing, and it is the Jane Iredale Botanical Brush Cleaning Spray. Nobody talks about brush cleaning sprays, so I'm gonna talk about it. This stuff is amazing. I have a full size in my pro kit, but I need to replace my personal use one because it is awesome for a quick change for brushes. Just spritz it on, completely, totally empty. This is probably my second personal jar, maybe third. If you are a professional working makeup artist and you need a good brush cleaning spray, get this, because your clients will be obsessed with it. And it's just another like wow factor when you're using it, and they're probably like, oh, it smells so good in here. What is that? It's like, it's my brush spray. All right, you guys, that is it for my empties video of 2018 so far. If you do like videos like this, let me know. Give me a little thumbs up. If you want to see like my empty hair care products, I don't go through that much hair care products because I don't wash my hair that often, but I do go through them occasionally. If you want to see a video on that, or just my favorite hair care products, or what I do to keep my hair like this. By the way, I am fading out my purple right now. I have some plans. But anyways, if you want to see a video like more specifically skincare, you gotta leave me a comment letting me know that's something that you'd be interested in seeing. Again, if you stumbled upon my video for the very first time, hi, welcome. If you want to join our little fan bam, well, you probably know what to do. You go down, you find the little red box, and you hit that subscribe button. Just give a little tap, a little love tap, and then you will be notified as soon as I post new videos. If you tap that bell, you'll be notified about every video, which is 2 to 3 times a week. If you are my OG subscribers, I love you guys. You are awesome. I hope that you are having a good summer so far, and hope that you guys are ready for some awesome videos. I'm getting crazy. It's hot, and I'm getting cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs up in here, and I gotta wrap this up. So anyways, I hope you all have a great, lovely day.